Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. So last Sunday, I think it was last Sunday, 2 episodes ago, I did a video or an episode called 5 Whiskeys I Was Hunting For, like this upcoming summer. Gave a little list. I actually had a few people reach out to me. A couple subscribers actually reached out, and they were like, Judge, like, so you always give a list about like what you are hunting for. Is there anything that you're actually not hunting for? So got to give credit to my man Mike, well, especially my buddy Mike. A few people reached out, but my buddy Mike reached out. So Mike, I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for the email, and I guess honestly for the recommendation. So yeah, there definitely are things that for me personally I'm not hunting for. So like whenever I'm hunting, kind of know exactly like new releases that are coming out. I know ones that I like and ones that I just from my palate personally I don't like them. It could be either the price. I'm not willing to pay the price. It could be the quality of, let's just call it the quality of the whiskey. Not so much the standpoint of obviously that I know it because I've already had it, but just the brand itself. I've had the brand before and I'm like, you know what, this just doesn't align with my palate. Or sometimes this day and age, I feel like a lot of different brands are doing finishes that just do not align with my palate and me personally. So I'm going to give you 5, no asterisk today, just 5 straight up new releases that are coming out that don't work for me personally, but I'm going to tell you the reason why. Is that cool? All right. So we're going to start off with number 1. So the first one is, so again, none of these, I will not be buying these at all. The first one is Good Times. It's a Good Times Rye. It's a finish in a toasted apricot wine, ice wine finish. So a Good Times Rye, finish in a toasted apricot ice wine barrel. What in the hell is that? For me, that seems way too complicated. I'm all about, honestly, like for example, this Odell. This one's finished in a sherry, an armagnac, a port, cognac. Okay, that's normal for whiskey. But now we're finishing things in toasted apricot ice wine barrels. You can just cross that off my list today. Cross it off my list tomorrow. I'm giving it the Heisman. Seriously, that's just too much. It really is. So that Good Times Rye that comes out in late July, I'm leaving it for all of you out there. Hey, it might end up being the best thing since sliced bread, but to me, it does not sound like it at all. So that's number 1. And by the way, these are not in order. These are just the 5 that I knew are coming out, and I'm like, I can't get down with it. So Good Times Rye, toasted apricot ice wine finish is numero 1. All right, coming in the second spot. I love this brand, and I love almost everything that they put out. But for me personally, this finish is the reason why I do not like it. So it's coming out in late July. It is a distillery-only release, but a lot of people go to this distillery. I mean, people travel to this distillery because it's like a vacation spot, right? I mean, it's a mecca for whiskey folks like myself, you and I. The new Jack Daniel's whiskey finished in tequila barrels. I'm sorry. I am not a tequila fan, and maybe that's it, right? I'm not a tequila fan, so whiskey finished in old tequila barrels, cross that off the list for me. I can't get down with it. I don't even think, honestly, that whiskey and tequila would even belong together, even if I even like tequila. They just seem so much like they're polar opposites, and not polar opposites like in the fact of like they could come together. I mean polar opposites as a, like they should like live in their own lanes. You know what I mean? Some things can come together like a cognac or a sherry with whiskey, a rye, or a bourbon, but a tequila, for me personally, that second one, cross it off the list. I can't get down with it. I don't know. Coming in the number 3 spot. Now, this is a brand that I think honestly has mixed reviews because their 10, 12, and 15 year is okay, but it's a little pricey. Then you got their top dog, which is the Boss Hog. Now you know what I'm talking about now, right? Whistle Pig. And that one's really good typically, but it costs a ton of cash. But this third one is not Boss Hog. I'm not talking about Boss Hog. The third one that's coming out. This is the new Whistle Pig Summer Stock Pit Viper Rye. coming out in late June, probably already even out now, more than likely on shelves. It's 86 proof. That just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. When I see 86 proof, even though it's summertime, come on. I can't get down with a Whistle Pig summer stock Pit Viper Rye. I just can't get down with it. I can't. 86 proof? No way. I get it. It's summertime. It's a little bit warmer out. You definitely want something like in that low 90s range for me personally. But even if you're someone newer to whiskey, for me personally, I would rather buy something like a Sagamore Spirits at like 100 proof. Throw an ice cube in it, right? Throw a nice little ice cube in it, and maybe try that, over the rocks, if you will, first before just going straight to an 86 proofer that is brand new. That I'm like, I don't know. Especially being that the whole brand itself, Whistle Pig itself, to me is very much hit or miss. Unless you're getting a Boss Hog, which then is good, but then you're paying like $500-$600 for it. So for me, I'm staying away from this Whistle Pig summer stock Pit Viper Rye. And I'm going to stick with a Sagamore. Just for me personally. Just saying. Or even a Old Forester Rye. For me personally. That's what I would do. But that's just me. And those are both a little bit cheaper too. So that's it. Alright, what else we got? So that's number 3. Before I get to number 4 and 5, let me know a couple things. Number 1, what are a few different whiskeys that you are definitely not hunting for because they're coming out and you're like, I just can't go there. Can't go there. Number 2, hit the like button. Last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. On that note, it's time for some whiskey for me. Cheers. Whew. I can get down with that. All right. The number 4 spot. Oh, come on. Buffalo Trace is by far the kings of marketing. You and I both know many people out there are going to be hunting for this. And while I love typically everything with the name Weller on it, there's no way in hell I'm hunting for this Weller. The new Daniel Weller coming out at 94 proof. Coming out late June, probably see it July, August by the time it actually hits shelves. Daniel Weller, 94 proof, with a suggested MSRP of a lovely $499 plus tax. That is a no way in hell. Let's just say if I bought that bottle, I would be on the couch forever. And I mean like forever. Mrs. Judge would kick me straight to the couch. There's no way I'm buying a new Daniel Weller bottle for 94 proof. I don't care if it has the Buffalo Trace name engraved in gold. Well, maybe not in gold. Maybe I'll buy it then, but you know what I mean, right? Seriously, I'm not buying that no matter what. That's just ridiculous. Come on. Seriously, Buffalo Trace? $500? Insane. All right. Before we get to the number 5 spot, quick little, as cousin Anita would say, you know what? Let's see what cousin Anita says. Cousin, tell me about this last one. What are they doing?
Now you're doing too much.
As cousin Anita said, they're doing too much. So they come in the number 5 spot. We started with Good Times Rye. Let's finish with the Good Times Rye that's coming out in late June. It's probably already out in like July. So this is a Good Times Rye finished in coconut rum, pineapple brandy barrels. Let me repeat that for you. A Good Times Rye finished in coconut rum, pineapple brandy barrels. What in the hell is that? I mean, seriously, is this ice cream? I mean, seriously, we're talking about whiskey. I mean, not to quote the great Allen Iverson. I didn't do that on purpose either. Not to quote Allen Iverson, but we're talking about whiskey. I mean, come on. Coconut rum, pineapple, brandy barrels. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, folks. Brands, I'm good with the cognac finish. I'm good with the cherry and Armagnac. But when we start getting into coconut rum, pineapple brandy barrels, or the first one for Good Times, the toasted apricot ice wine barrels, as Cousin Anita says, you're doing too much. Friends, until Until the next time, peace, cheers, and most important, salute. Take care, everyone. See ya.